Welcome to our channel. Here we read Bible stories written for children and adults alike. The central part of the Bible is God. When God called Moses to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, he asked God to tell him his name. Our verse, Exodus 3:14. God said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Israel, I am, has sent me unto you. The rest of the verse says, Unto the children of Israel, I am, hath sent me unto you. I am is the ultimate statement of self-sufficiency, self-existence, and everywhere present. God's existence does not depend upon anyone else. Neither do his plans. God promises that he will be the eternally constant God that stands, ever-present and unchangeable, completely sufficient in himself to do what he chooses to do and to accomplish what he wills to accomplish. Our story today is entitled The Voice from the Burning Bush, taken from Exodus 3 and 4. One day, Moses was right out in the desert with the sheep, near to Mount Horeb. Suddenly, he saw a little way ahead a thorn bush on fire. So over he went to look at this strange sight. But most amazing of all, the fire burned on, and yet the bush was not consumed. Suddenly, as he watched, a voice called to him out of the bush, Moses, Moses! And he answered, Here I am. Then the angel said, for it was really the presence of the angel of the Lord that made the bush flame like fire, Do not come near, Moses. Take off your shoes, because the ground where you are standing is holy ground. Moses did as he was told, with great fear in his heart. Then the voice spoke again, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Immediately Moses hid his face. He was afraid to look even at the fire that spoke of God's presence. Then the Lord spoke again, I have seen the terrible hardships of my people who are in Egypt. I have come now to free them from the cruel Egyptians and to bring them to a land that is so fertile it flows with milk and honey. I mean the land of Canaan, which I promised to their forefathers. Now, Moses, I have chosen you to send you to Pharaoh and to make you the leader to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. Then God made him the wonderful promise to be with him and give him all the strength he needed. When they had left Egypt, the whole nation must travel to Mount Horeb, and there they must worship God. But Moses still hesitated. He had another question to ask. When I go to the children of Israel and tell them that the God of their fathers has sent me to them, they will say to me, What is his name? What shall I answer them? God's answer was, I am that I am. This is what you must say to the children of Israel. I am has sent me to you. I'm going to ask a few questions now. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, and then I'll reveal the answer. Number 1. What strange thing did Moses see in the desert? Moses saw a burning bush that didn't burn up. Number 2. What was Moses' reason to take off? What was Moses told to take off, and why? Moses was told to take off his shoes because he was standing on holy ground. Number 3. What did God promise to do for the Israelites? God promised to deliver them from slavery in Egypt. And finally, number 4. What was God's special name? God's special name was I am. All right, let's repeat our verse. Exodus 3:14. God said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Israel, I am, hath sent me unto you. For 40 years, Joseph had lived in the palace in Egypt. Then Moses had to flee from Egypt because he had murdered an Egyptian who was mistreating the Israelites. For 40 years, Moses helped his father-in-law as a shepherd in Midian. Remember, sheep are the dumbest creatures. Thus, we see God was teaching Moses patience for his next assignment. Today, we see God called Moses to lead his people out of slavery in Egypt. God chooses imperfect people, but he prepares them to do his work. One final time, let's go through our verse. Exodus 3:14. God said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Israel, I am, hath sent me unto you. Thank you for joining us on our Bible reading journey. I hope you can join us next time as we continue with our following story entitled, Moses is Sent to Egypt.